What's happening, YouTube? How are you? My name is Mike. This channel right here is Health and Wealth. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're talking about Group B's distribution announcement that came out this morning at 6:55 a.m. If you're not on the email list, go to YieldMax.etf, YieldMaxETFs.com. At the very top, hit contact us, and then plug in your email. You'll be on the email. You'll see it at 6:55 a.m. every single Wednesday morning, unless there's a holiday and they change the date because of it. But yeah, so let's go over that list right now. Let's see what the distributions are for Group B. If you're new here, I talk about high yield distributions. I talk about retiring as fast as humanly possible. I talk about income investing, and if you relate or resemble that kind of topic, hit the subscribe button down below. I'd love to have you as a long-term subscriber over here with the other 7,000 human beings that love to watch these videos and are in the same market that you and I are in, right? Also, this is not financial advice. I'm just reading what we're looking at right here. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a guy with a dying fig leaf plant behind me, just hanging out on YouTube. All right, let's get into them. The first grouping here is going to be your weeklies. Now, what that means is that these get paid out every single week. And so here's usually how the distribution schedule works. So Wednesday is announcement date. That's today. Thursday is the X distribution date. The prices that you're seeing here, the share price generally drops that amount depending if the market's going up or down that day. It could go up or down more than that amount. Yeah, generally you'll see a big dip on the X distribution day, which is usually Thursdays. So I am a holder of two things in this Group B now, which is fun to say. I'm a brand new holder of a new product, and I'm going to go over that with you guys coming up. But first one we're looking at on the list here is CHPY, YieldMax's semiconductor portfolio options income, paying out 37 cents. And what I like to do is go look at its history. And so I found it here on YieldMax's website. One of the things I like about YieldMax is their transparency. Their website is pretty easy to use. Plus, they tell you what kind of options they're doing every single week. I like that about the company itself. So 37 cents, pretty much on par with every other week here. It's averaging from 34, we could say, all the way up to 40 cents. So 37's right in the middle of that. Yeah, not too bad at all. There was a massive week right down there. But yeah, it's been out here since probably end of March. And I mean, let's go take a look at it. Share price 54.69, really good considering that when this thing came out, it was probably around the 50. We'll look at it coming up. In the last 5 days, down 1%. So it doesn't appear to have made back its previous distribution. Over the last month, up 2.12%. And then since it's come out, there it is, April 3rd. So, I mean, we're talking 2.5 months this has been out. That's it. It's paid back that much money already. Pretty darn good. Next, we have GPTY paying out 29 cents. AI and tech portfolio. I'd be interested to see this one next week because we just had a big AI play there, right? I know NVDY is going up because of it. I'm wondering if that will have anything to do with volatility or implied volatility to raise that distribution next week. But saying that, I'm looking at the same time. I don't know if you guys noticed the pattern here, but most of the time it's around the 29 to 31, 32 cent range. So it's right on par with what it always pays. And same deal with this one. It's relatively new. Came out in around February. Let's go take a look at share price, 47.33. Last 5 days here, down 0.27%. And then since it's come out, down 5% in share price. But, I mean, what did it come out at? 50? Yeah, 50. And right now it's 47, so we're down 5%. If these terrible months didn't happen right here, there's no telling what it would be. Maybe there is telling it what it would be. $47 share price, though. I don't know. Is it worth the risk? Are you an AI person? Are you looking for a little bit of diversification? Maybe it's worth a risk to you. I don't know. For me, it's not. But LFGY is your crypto play here, paying out 47 cents. And I'm going to just predict the future. Most of their payments are 47 cents. Let's go take a look, though, to be sure. LFGY. Yeah, look at that. So hanging around the 46 to 49 cent range here. This is the epitome of consistency over here, which is good to see. If I'm an investor in something like this, I want to make sure that it's consistent in distribution. Now, the next thing that I would be concerned about is my share price. I want my share price as well. LFGY 41.12 over the last 5 days. It did go up 2%, so it took the X date plus paid out some more here, so you're back to where you were before. That's good. Over the last month, up 6.43%, and then since it came out, down 19%. Let's call it 20. It's getting really close, right? But from April till now, it's up 31%. So it did have that massive jump. I had one person in my comments saying, "You keep bringing up the past," but I think it's important to understand that the whole market was having issues during this time. It came out almost right before that happened. And since the bad times of April 8th, it's up 31% in share price. So that means it was down what, 50% at one point. Let's go take a look here. I'm curious myself. It helps to grab it. There we go. Yeah, 39% it was down at one point. Okay, cool. I mean, from its all-time highs, though, down 42% from its all-time highs. So interesting. It's sneaking its way back up here, which is good to see. Crypto has been absolutely on fire over the last week, 2 weeks here, maybe even 3 weeks. So, this time last week is when Bitcoin took off, right? So that probably has something to do with this 2% that has gone up over the last week. Next, we have the three that are following some of the indexes. QDTY here following the QQQ or the NASDAQ 100, paying out 19 cents. Paid out 19 cents last week as well, so that's good. And it hovers anywhere from, I think it had a really low one at one point. Yeah, it looks like 11 cents was its lowest, all the way up to 32 cents, it appears. So 19 cents 2 weeks in a row. Share price $44.36 over the last week, down just 0.25%, 0.25. Not too bad, down 11 cents, right? Oh, things changed. There we go. Things have updated, have they not? There we go. Up 0.4 over the last 5 days. That's good to know. And I mean, if we do the last month here, that's handy. Let's go to the since it came out chart. February 14th, down 12% share price. Not too bad. And I always have a hard time saying not too bad when share price is down, but remember, we are getting, if you're invested in this, you are getting a distribution every single week. So I'm not sure what you're doing with that money. Are you compounding it? Are you taking that money and buying food with it? What are you doing with your distributions? All right, next is the more lucrative of the three of them. It's RDTY. I'm not sure if it's the most lucrative in terms of share price, but in terms of distribution, it's the most lucrative. This one paid out 33 cents. Its highest payment here all the way since May 21st, which was 34 cents. So this is a big payment for RDTY. RDTY share price 45 bucks over the last week here, down 2.67%. Let's do that again. Yeah, there we go. A little refresh there on the market, down 1.63%. And since it's come out, down 6.56%. But with this one, they paid out some really nice distributions every single week, which is pretty cool to see. Out of the three, if you forced me to pick one out of the three, I would probably pick this one. And I mean, if we had gone and looked at Roundhill's versions of these, I wouldn't say the same thing over there. But out of the three here, I would probably pick this one. I'm not picking it just so you know it's not in my portfolio. I'm just saying if you forced me to pick one. Next, we have SDTY. This usually pays the lowest out of these three right here. 14 cents this week. SDTY follows the S&P 500, which is generally kind of not super volatile. Doesn't have a lot of implied volatility, so the distributions are always a little bit lower. But 14 cents this week, 13 the week before, 16, 11, 22. So this one's all over the map. SDTY share price, I'm just going to hit a refresh here. Down 0.40%. without this last week. I mean, let's go from Friday. You know what? Yeah, let's go from Friday on here. Up 0.32%. But that would be your X date right there. And see how the X date happened and it popped right back up the very next day. That's a pretty good thing to see, that's for sure. And since this has come out, it's down 10% share price, but you have got a okay distribution every single week, which is it's good to see. All right, next one is one that I actually now have. I have 73 shares of this one, but the plan is to take it to 1,400 shares and then let it drip, or maybe just manually reinvest the distributions until I don't want to anymore. But this is ULTY. This is a big payment for ULTY. Generally, they pay out 9, 8, but most of the time 9 cents. So this week they're paying out 10 cents. Really good to see. ULTY is spiking today. It's doing really well in share price too. You can tell I actually invest in it now because I pay attention to it a little bit more. But there's that 9 cents from last week, the week before that too. So this is going to be 4 weeks in a row of just over 9 cents. I think it's. I mean, let's go look at it. I'm not counting fractional pennies here, but yeah, 10 cents, 10.1035. I mean, let's call it 10 cents, right, everybody? Let's settle down, call it 10 cents. So I did say 4 weeks in a row of 9. That's a little bit of a slip. So that's awesome to see that we're going to get a 10-cent distribution here. I do have ULTY on drip right now, which means that it's going to be able to afford to buy me one share every single week until I put my Misty distributions in here a couple of weeks from now. And then it's going to be 2 shares every week. And then I do it again and again and again until I bring it up to 25 shares a week of drip. And then at that point, I should be approximately around 1,400 shares. That's probably going to be, a number of months away before that happens, but I'm excited. I did get a question about ULTY. I'm going to do a full video on ULTY. Actually, I'm going to record it basically right after I'm done recording this one, and I will put it out tomorrow. So you're going to see it on Thursday. All right. So yeah, there's another reason to hit the subscribe button. By the way, thank you very much for doing that. We are building this channel quickly over here, and I appreciate you guys. Next, we have YMAG paying out 15 cents. YMAG. Let's go take a look. Yeah, so it's its highest payment in the last 2 weeks here. Right on par for most of the other weeks there. YMAG is a very popular fund at YieldMax. If we look over the last 5 days, I just want to do a quick refresh on the internet over here. Up 1.45%. So that's good news for the YMAG holders over the last month. Just kind of steady Eddie over here. This is also good news for shareholders because you're getting your distribution every single week. Share price staying the same. This is exactly what I would want in my life. I know I'm getting income and my share price just kind of hovers, right? I would love that. But what I don't love is the last 6 months over at YMAG, down $3.17 or 17%. And the last year here down 27%. Since it's come out, down 24 total. Okay. But let's look at the bright side of the moon over here. So you are getting paid a distribution every single week with YMAG. I like to do this with YMAG. I also want to go back to ULTY for 2 seconds, if that's okay with you guys. I've scrolled the wrong way. I want to look at the AUM for this. AUM, $356 million in this fund. Let's compare that to YMAX, which is the next one we're going to talk about here. 982 million. Wow. So this one's catching up to the 1 billion mark. They have 5 funds right now at YieldMax in the $1 billion mark. So this one is very close as well. We'll go take a look at the distribution announcement for it. This is YMAX now that we're talking about, paying out 10 cents for YMAX. That's a little bit lower than every other week so far. Is it going to be close to its lowest ever? There's its lowest ever back in March. So this is going to be the second time it's paid out 10 cents. And now I'm committed to rolling this mouse down to see if there's any other 10 cents. I am committed. Boom, that's it. We made it to the bottom of the list. This is why I love YieldMax. They show it all sitting right here. It's pretty easy to look at. 10 cents. Okay, so that's the second time in YMAX history that it's hit 10 cents. YMAX share price $13.95. Last 5 days here, up 1.75. That's good. It's recovered from its distribution over the last month, up 3.29%. And then, I mean, if we go all the way back from the beginning, it's down 30% in share price, but you are getting a very good distribution most of the weeks here. So congratulations to you if you're a YMAX holder. I'm personally not, but it appears to be doing all right, especially recently doing all right. I did want to go back to ULTY and just take a look at that real quick here. Um, just out of my own curiosity, ULTY reached the $1 billion mark the other day in AUM, assets under management, and there we are. We're up to $1.35 billion of assets under management here. Next thing we're going to do, those were all of the weeklies. Thank you very much for checking them out. We're going to check out the every 4 weeklies now. Again, this is Group B. Thanks for hitting subscribe and like, and here we go. First on the list is going to be BABO. BABO paying out 38 cents. A little Alibaba play here. Let's go take a look at BABO over here. 38 cents is quite a bit less than last month. It is way less than the month before. 38 cents is going to be its lowest payment so far. BABO share price $15.24 over the last month here, down 4% in share price. Down 6.96 in the last 6 months, and since it has come out down 25%, $5.18. But if we go take a look at BABO here, has it paid out $5.18 in distribution to keep you at least even? I'm going to say it has, just by observing the numbers sitting here just with my eyes. All right, next up we have dips. I like my chips with dip. That's a Drake line, by the way. YieldMax short NVDY. So NVIDIA had an insane month, and so it's hard to short a company that's having a really good month. And so it did pay out 17 cents, or it will pay out 17 cents, that is. Dips here, lowest payment so far, just because NVIDIA has had a pretty darn good month, that's for sure. Share price $7 over the last month, down 17% in share price. Ooh, that's not good. But I mean, Nvidia has had a great month, right? And so you were shorting Nvidia, which is going to be a tough decision to do. You are getting some income, but I don't think it makes up that 17%. Since this bad boy came out down 66%. Something I'm going to be doing, just so you guys know, I'm getting my distribution from NVIDY, and I'm going to be taking 30% as cash. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Maybe I'll buy the VIX, just hold it for the what if, or maybe I'll just leave it in my account as cash. But I won't be investing 30% in preparation for this extended market climb to finish. Because you know what, I want to be prepared. I'll tell you why. Every time I get prepared, it pays off well for me, and it happened in April. I had a few extra bucks hanging around because I was preparing myself for it. I was able to buy low. Pretty happy about that. So I'm taking 30% of my distribution. I'm going to leave it aside. I'm either buying the VIX with it, or I'm going to leave it as cash. I'm not sure which one yet. We'll find out. The VIX is looking real good. VIX.IN is the stock symbol. And it's hovering right around its lows that it always hovers at. And then when the market crashes, it pounces. And so that's what I'm anticipating. So I'm doing my own short, I guess, if you will, but not on any stocks, or like not with any calls or puts or anything like that. All right, next up we have Phoebe, FBY, Facebook Play, paying out 49 cents. Phoebe, 49 cents. Well, I mean, they're hovering anywhere from 40 to 63 cents, it looks like. There's a 37-cent right there. Yeah, this one's all over the map, isn't it? Up and down, but hovering around. I bet you if we averaged this whole thing out, it would be probably around the 50-cent mark. But there we are. Phoebe's share price $16.54. Phoebe's been around for a long time, down 8.59% overall. And since it came out, wow, up 41,000. I don't think that's correct. All right, so that's Phoebe. Let's move on to GDXY. GDXY is a gold play. paying out 33 cents. I love gold. 33 cents. Okay, let's see how much we love gold. Not as much as last month or 4 weeks ago. And then, kind of the same. But this thing's up and down like a yo-yo in the distribution world. GDXY, $14.93, down 6%. Do we think gold might make its way back up here? It might, and that could really help this fund. But since it's come out down 21% share price, but you are getting your distribution every single 4 week period, which is nice. Let's take a look at JPMO, 50 cents. And if my memory serves me well, that's a good distribution for JPMO, usually 27, 39, 56, 37. So that's a good payment for JPMO. Its share price is 16.98, up 2.47 since the last distribution. That's nice. And since it's come out down 16%, yeah, not really a high flyer for me. It doesn't pay out enough for me to make real money, and I could go find safer options out there that pay out roughly the same amount and limits my risk as well, and not as much downside. So for that one, I'm out. Next, we have MARO. This is a huge payment for MARO, Bitcoin mining company here. The underlying company name is Mara. These guys are roughly the same share price, give or take. I'm going to say $10. I haven't looked at Mara's share price in like a month, but yeah, $2.37, MARO, and that is its biggest payment all the way since January, its first payment. So that's absolutely huge for MARO, sorry. MARO share price $25.86 over the last month here, up 16%. That's good. I mean, Bitcoin's popping off right now, right? 118 to 119,000 US. So that's good for MARO holders. I mean, since it came out, it's down 45%. It happened to come out just kind of at a bad time in the world. I don't know what was happening, but the whole world was having a rough moment there when it came out. It's still having a pretty rough moment, but they're how do I say this? They're just kind of biding their time. Here's the bad times. And then April 4th came and it started going back up again. So yeah, it came out kind of at the not so good time there on MARO. Next up, we have MRNY paying 20 cents. This is a pretty big distribution for Marnie here. Moderna play, right, with the underlying there. But last month was 19. This month's 20. You can see 12, 12, 18, 23. So it's a pretty big payment for Marnie, considering its share price is $2.62. Up 8%. For me, I'm not buying this. It's scheduled for Doom. I scheduled it for Doom, by the way, nobody else, but I'm not buying this one. But I mean, wow, 20 cents on a 262 ETF price. That's not too shabby at all. Since it has come out, this thing's down 85% share price. Let's move on to NVDY. This one is something that I have my most amount of money in. And so I'm at like 9,800, 9,500, something like that. And I have approximately 368 shares of NVDY. So I'm pretty excited about $1 or $2. Anything over $1, I've been saying it for a long time, has been really good for me. I'm happy with that. Here's my plans with $1 or $2. I'm taking 70% of my distribution. I'm going to go buy Misty with an MSTY until I get to 500 shares. The other 30% hanging out in cash or maybe in the VIX. You guys tell me. I won't listen to you, but you can tell me. We'll see where it goes, right? But $1 or $2, not too shabby. NVIDIA has paid back their original investors here quite a while ago. $1 or $2 bigger than last month for sure. Here's your list of distributions over the last 5-6 months here. NVIDIA share price has been on the rise here over the last month, up. Let's go take a look at that, 8.23%. I'm happy about that. My average price is way up there. It's $27. But at the time here, I'm not going to be putting any more money into NVIDIA. I'm just taking that money and investing it into other things that have maybe higher volatility. Since this came out, it's down 10% share price, but it came out May 12th, 2023. So this is over 2 years old now. And yeah, definitely paid back more than $2 worth of distribution. If you're an original holder of this fund, you're very, very pleased with yourself. For me, I've had about 55% paid back to me, maybe now 56, 57% of the money that I put in already paid back to me. So I'm pretty pleased with that as well. Let's hope NVDY continues to pay out $1. It all depends on that volatility, the implied volatility from NVIDIA. All right, last one here, PLTY. This is the Palantir play, paying out $2.56. People that I've seen on online forums aren't super pleased with that amount of distribution. A lot of people thought it was going to be more than last month just because Palantir had a really good month. I actually just got off a Twitter Spaces with Wolf Financial, listening to Jay and Mike speak from YieldMax, and Jay said it was just a normal month. Nothing strange happened. Just this is how the numbers played out, and this is the distribution from the strategy that they have with the calls, and so nothing different from your usual, right? That's just what it paid this month. So I just want to look at it one more time here. $2.56. Let's go take a look at the share price of it, 68.60 over the last month. Well, I mean, take a look at that, everybody. That's been kind of a break-even month here with Palantir's YieldMax version PLTY. Since this thing came out, it's up 31%. Share price came out October the 11th, 2024. And just rocking and rolling there for sure. But I mean, let's go take a look at the distributions. The people that invested in this right away, October 11th, there's about 12 of you that did, because I had about 400 of you saying there's no way I'm investing in this. It's too much money. But those 12 people that invested in this, what do you think? Are you going to be paid back your full amount in 1 year? Let's do some quick math, all right? So 220, let's call it 550. Let's call it 7. Let's call it 9. 9. Let's call it 14 plus this. Let's call it 16. 21. That makes it easy. 26. 28. 31. And then plus this one. Let's call it $35. You've been paid back so far. And we still have a lot of months left in the year here, to October. Is it possible? I mean, it's definitely possible to reach there, but and what I'm talking about is like, are you going to be paid back in distributions within a year? You know what? I'm actually predicting it's going to be 15 months until you get paid back in full. But that is incredible, right? Your share price has gone up, plus you would be getting paid back in full in distributions within that 15-month period. If you thought back 4 or 5 years from now, that would never have been an option, would it? Right? So I think that's really awesome. I do want to go over a website with you guys. I was talking to Amy from Bad Financial Decisions at the YieldMax event at the NASDAQ, and I had a really good opportunity today to cruise through this website. The website link is YieldMite.com. I'm going to put it in the description of the video here. This website is awesome. Like this is an amazing website. You go up top here, okay? You say how much money you have. I have $10,000, right? And every time you type a new number in, let's just do it again. See that? The numbers change. Okay, so let's go 10,000. Because that's actually one of my goals. I want to have 10,000 of Misty. And then you just go down and you find Misty in the list here. I mean, you could go over here and just kind of search with your filters as well. But I'm pretty stubborn, so I'm going to go this way. I see what's going on here. Amy has it all kind of listed out by company too. And by groups. Oh my goodness, this is so good. So Misty's in Group D, so it's going to be down here. Did I pass it? Oh no, there we go. We're going to continue going. Misty. Dun, dun, dun. Ah, there it is right there. Okay. So if I had $10,000 in this fund, last month I would have made $592 in distribution. And she's even got it broken down to weekly, monthly average here, annually there too. How cool is this website? Right now, this is for historical numbers in there, and I'm sure you can do a lot more than what I just showed you guys, but I definitely recommend spending some time with this. For me, I have it saved in my favorites now. I go check it out every time I put money in. For example, in 2 weeks, I'm going to be taking the Misty money and putting it into ULTY. And so I want to go see what kind of money that's going to bring in for distributions. Okay. I love it. I absolutely love it. I haven't clicked on the advanced button. Or I haven't clicked on any of the themes or the filters on the left side, but that makes things a lot easier. That's for sure. If you enjoy that, buy Amy a coffee for her hard work, because this was a lot of hard work. So I really appreciated bad financial decisions, and I think a lot of people probably appreciate it too. Personally, I would be reaching out to advertisers to have their advertising going down each side here, because I think it's worth it. I think your traffic is going to be huge on this site. So congratulations. And I'm actually going to put a comment in the comments below, and the comments just going to be like, "Have you looked at this website?" Just give me a thumbs up if you have. I'm curious. All right, I am curious if you have or you haven't. But how are you feeling about Group B today? I feel pretty good about my two, ULTY and NVDY. I'm excited for the future. I'm looking forward to investing both of those and retiring as fast as humanly possible. If you're still here right now, you're helping me with that mission, so I appreciate you. Thank you for hitting the like, the subscribe. My name is Mike. This channel is Health and Wealth. Check out this video right here on ULTY. I think you're going to love it. Have a great day. Bye for now.